Yes, dear viewers, you can use concept maps in the teaching, learning of science. So without wasting time, today I've made this video to show you how, as a teacher of science, you can develop your lesson in a summarized way, but in line with the curriculum. So without wasting time, let's focus our eyes on this chart. As you can see, we are looking at mollusks. Mollusks are groups of invertebrates and they are taught in P6 under classification of animals. And under mollusks, as a teacher of science, you are supposed to help learners to know the meaning of mollusks. You are supposed to help them know the characteristics of mollusks. You are also supposed to help them to know features mollusks have that make them different from other invertebrates. Of course, don't forget the illustrations or the diagrams of some common mollusks like slugs, like snails. Learners are supposed to draw or to look at the pictures of such. As you make your lesson more interactive, more child-centered, and by doing that, your lesson will be enjoyable and learners will understand what you are teaching them. So I hinted on what we call concept maps. So if you can see the way I have done it, I've used the concept maps to summarize my lesson. Learners from my concept map, they will be able to know mollusks with shells, like snails, like oysters, clams. They will also be able to see mollusks without shells. Octopuses, slugs, squids, those are some of the examples of mollusks without shells. And that's how you can condense your lesson using a concept map. Something important that most teachers don't do, perhaps, we give learners a lot of work to write. That is wrong. In the modern times, you are supposed to talk more. You are supposed to make your lesson interactive. Allow learners to talk, to discuss, to ask questions, to answer questions. Then when it comes to writing, you can condense your lesson in this way. Don't give a lot of notes to these learners, because in primary or at primary, learners rarely revise their notes. You can give the meaning, characteristics of mollusks, then you go to this concept map, you show learners mollusks with shells and those without shells. Then you can look at the illustrations or the diagrams of common mollusks. Then you can go to self-evaluation, or what we call assessment phase, as I can say. That's where you can ask different questions to these learners to dig or to find out whether learners have understood the concept of mollusks in totality. So without wasting time, let's quickly jump into these questions. We go through them, then we see some of the answers. If possible, we are going to look at the answers of some very few questions. Then the rest of the questions, I will wait for you in the comment section. Dear viewers, I normally do that so as I can engage you than teaching, giving you everything and you consume. That is wrong. I will give you answers of some very few questions, then the rest, I will wait for you in the comment section where you don't get Where you don't understand what the question is about, you will make an inquiry or you will ask, which is okay, and I will come in to provide assistance. Question 1. Mention one way tentacles of a snail are similar to the lateral line of fish in function. This is a comparison question. We are comparing tentacles with lateral line. So we shall begin with both. Both are used to sense danger. Or both are used in sensing danger. Then question 2. In which two ways are mollusks different from other invertebrates? Mollusks have body shells or mantle unlike other invertebrates. That is also a comparison question. Mollusks have segmented bodies unlike other invertebrates. Then question 3. Give one way a snail and a tortoise are similar in terms of body structure or in terms of their body structure. Both have body shells or mantle. That is also a comparison question. So the rest of the question is I'm waiting for your answers in the comment section. But all in all, there is something I wanted you to learn. When you are teaching mollusks, you are supposed to help these learners to compare mollusks with other animals, like vertebrates, like other invertebrates, and that is how you can say that I have taught the lesson. Fellow teachers, let's teach these learners to understand. Don't just talk about mollusks and you end there. You are supposed to help these learners make a comparison between mollusks and other invertebrates, between mollusks and even other vertebrates. By doing that, you will have taught the lesson very well. For example, you look at these other questions. State two benefits of mollusks to humans. I'm waiting for its answer. State one way snails help to Roman 1. Improve soil fertility. Roman 2. Prevent deficiency diseases. 6. Give one way in which mollusks are important to a poultry farmer. Then the last question, what substance enables a snail to move easily over rough surfaces? As simple as that. Dear viewer, let me hope you have learned something. Let me wait for you in the comment section. See you.